Hey, we are back today with day 2 of our fuel tank dismount because we are wanting to black them out. So what we've done today is we have drained we used our hose that we straightened out and we siphoned out the diesel. We've turned off the valve, and back here on the back side, disconnected the...
I don't think they can hear you.
Oh, disconnected the fuel hoses. Make sure you have a bucket there to catch the extra diesel that's in the lines. He's shut off the valve, and you can see where he's got the 2 hoses wrapped up and out of the way so we can get this fuel cell off. He right here we've used a 12 millimeter hex head to get the straps off, and the straps are all undone, all 3 of them. But he is going to have to loosen every one of these brackets in order to get the fuel cell off. No, I am wrong. He's got to loosen...
We've got to pull these pins.
Pins out, sorry.
So there's a cotter key. Let's see if I can get the camera in there. Right there. You can probably see it better than me. But there is a pin there, and so we're going to take those pins out. Hopefully you can see that, because I can't really tell. But anyway, these pins will come out, and then
you want to make sure you've got something down here to catch the fuel cell once it gets disconnected. And so he's got it jacked up and a dolly under it with some blankets so nothing scratches.
So let's get the pins out and roll it out.
Alright, so now we have removed the 3 pins and the cotter keys, and you're most likely going to have to pull out on the straps pretty strongly with some force here.
At about the 11:50 mark, I've got some more tips on taking these straps loose and how the bracket attaches to the strap. So fast forward to that if you'd like to get a little more information and see more how the straps are oriented and how they attach to the frame.
Okay.
Okay, hold the tank.
Hold it.
We don't want it rolling off.
Okay. Just brace it.
So as you can tell, the straps kind of stick to the tank. The rubber. Maybe yours won't be stuck so bad. But now we're going to see if we can kind of start easing it out. back.
On the straps.
Yeah.
So clearly I'm learning as I go here. There wasn't a video online for removing a Volvo VNL fuel tank. And there are 3 bolts that are in the back of the tank going through the strap brackets. And we'll show that in just a second, but that's what's holding the fuel tank on. But once I figure that out, the tank comes off really easily.
I'm wondering if they use some kind of adhesive on these. Because it's like the tank is glued on. But because the rubber straps at the back are still holding on.
Well, you had to pull on these pretty good. So.
Okay, she's found something that might be holding it on. So we're going to check it out. I'll let her show you.
Just got up here. Okay. So it looks like maybe there's something here in this section that's keeping it bolted on. But I don't really know. It just looks suspicious. But that's what's hugging it or keeping it from moving. But adhesive can't be that strong, I wouldn't think. Going the wrong way.
Okay, so she found some nuts right here. They're attached to this bracket, and maybe this bracket is actually has adhesive on it. So I'm going to take those loose, and we're going to see if this will pop this thing off. All right, so I took those 3 10mm nuts off, and now we're going to see if the tank will come free. And just like that, move the tanks off. Okay, so you can see that we've got it clear of the truck now. She's just holding it, even though I'm going to sand it and everything. So, and I'll leave these on. I don't see any reason to coat behind these brackets. So we'll leave those on. And what's wrong?
We started rolling down the little hill.
But all in all, this is not a difficult job. And I'm going to show you right quick how I removed the fuel things. Okay, so what I did is, you can see that you've got basically, you've got this clamp here. So you can't pull that clamp out. You've got to pull this pin out too. So what I did was put a screwdriver in the bottom, and I hope you can see that. See how it's moving out there. And then on the other side, I used a pair of pliers, and that way I could do this solo. So I put one side of this needle nose plier under here, and then I rolled the pliers. You see I'm rolling them. And so with the screwdriver and the pliers, then you can just pull this pin, and then you can just pull the pin free, this white pin. And then once you do that, you can pull the hose off. So that comes loose, and then you can just pull the hose out. So that's how the clips come out for the hoses. But you might have a different method that works, but that's the method that worked for me and how I was able to get the fuel lines free. And let's go back over here. Are you going to back up?
You're going to do. I don't want to hit my head.
Okay. And then the last three things were these studs here. That's what was holding it on. So anyway, but now everything's free, and I might as well, let me just kind of where you can see without the tank on here. Will you hold the camera, babe? So you can see without the tank on here, this is how these go on. So bring the camera in here. See if we can get the lights where you can. So basically you put this in and see it's vertical. Then I'm going to rotate it horizontal. And why are you holding the camera up there?
So you can see where the pin's going in.
No, over here. Over here. So that's the pin, that's the orientation, and that's how these straps go. So and then you've got the cotter key in the end. So real simple process, removing the passenger side fuel tank, and we'll do the driver side later. But yeah, no big deal. Doesn't take just a couple of minutes really once you figure out what you're doing.
Hey, one last thing we wanted to tell you that we think is going to be important when we go to put the fuel tank back on is we took a paint pen, or Mark did, not we, and he marked it so that we don't over tighten whenever we go to put the fuel cell back on. And thanks for watching our videos, and as always, like and subscribe for some more content like this.